for our ultimate seafood tower, we are building a seafood tower that needs to keep fish and seafood and raw items cold for like 4 or 5 hours. Regular ice doesn't cut it for that. So I set up a little experiment a few days ago. What I've got here is plain crushed ice. Plain crushed ice, at best, at room temperature, is going to be 32 degrees Fahrenheit, basically. All these trays have been hanging out for 30 minutes, and this is what you get. So I've got a bunch of water already melting off the ice. The ice is about 32 degrees. It's not going to be any colder than that, but it melts quick, and it makes a mess. Then you might think, let's put salt on the ice. A lot of folks do that. It melts the ice faster, but it does make the ice colder. So this one might be even 22, 23 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty good and cold if you want to put seafood on it. Then you can move to dry ice. Dry ice is great. It's super energy dense, but it's actually too cold, so negative 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Then there's two problems with it. One, that's too cold and it'll freeze your oyster. This oyster's been sitting here for 20 minutes and it's rock hard. The other problem is if you're putting it on dry, sometimes somebody might shoot an oyster and then you're gonna burn your lip. You know what I mean? You ever seen Christmas Story and you're like, oh, we don't need any triple dog dare issues. So this is kind of what I'm doing today. Dry ice substrate, and I've got about 1 kilo per square foot that I've mapped out. And then I've got rock salt on top of it. The rock salt won't melt the dry ice like it will with water because dry ice is just carbon dioxide. And you can put your oyster on it, and it'll stay super cold, and it won't be too cold. And you won't have anything like burn your lip or burn your tongue, right? This guy over here, I just sprinkled more crushed ice on. So this is even a nicer little level up where I have dry ice, rock salt, and crushed ice. And the reason why I did that is because any oyster you put on it or any raw food you put on it will just be sitting on clean filtered ice. So on our ice tower today, I'm going to be using both of these methods. One, dry ice with rock salt, and then some areas I might put a little more crushed ice on top. Both of them are going to stay colder much longer and keep your seafood chilled pretty much all day, but really like 4 or 5 hours. And that's plenty of time to have a nice big event. Okay, so we got our ultimate build. You can see how cold it's getting. Very, very, very cold. And we've got our leveled up regular seafood tower. Now we're ready for food.
Subscribe to our channel and visit ChefSteps.com for more tips, recipes, guides, and tools to help you level up in the kitchen.